So at this point, you should have seen two-step equations. So this kind of thing should look familiar, and you should have already submitted that solving two-step equations assignment in Schoology. If you have not done that, that's what you need to do first, okay? So we should be good with this. Okay, I'm going to go through it. I'm just going to run through it really, really quick, okay? Split it at my equal sign, so I have a left side and a right side. I start with the thing that's furthest away from my x. So I'm going to start with this positive 8. To undo a plus 8, we subtract it. You guys should know this. On both sides. Okay, so minus 8. On this side, obviously we're left with our 7x. 36 minus 8 is 28. Now we're left with one more step. Okay, this 7 is being multiplied by the x, so to undo that multiplication, you guys should know, I divide both sides. 7's cancel. I'm left with x equals 28 divided by 7 is 4. I'll check my signs. I've got a positive divided by a positive, so that is a positive 4. I can go check my answer. Remember, I can plug this back in, so 7 times 4 is 28, plus 8 equals 36, so we're good to go. So there's just a standard two-step. We should be cool with that. I want to look at a couple more examples. I changed it up a little bit. Same idea. I've got negative 8 plus d over 5 equals 2. Now that we've got a fraction set up here, fraction, this thing, it means division, right? So the d is being divided by 5. That was the change that I made in these, okay? So we're still solving for d, right? It's over 5. Let's start with the thing that's further away, so this negative 8. To get rid of a negative 8, we've got to add it, right? The opposite, okay? So if I do it on this side, I'm going to do it on this side. Those will cancel. So on this side, I'm now left with d over or divided by 5. Over here, 2 plus 8 is 10. So now I've got d divided by 5 equals 10. So now I've got to split up the d and the 5. It's similar to what we've been doing, but now we've got d divided by 5. Not multiplied by 5. D is divided by 5. Opposite of division is multiplication. So because d is being divided by 5 here, we have to multiply it by 5. Okay, so d was originally divided by 5. Now I've got to multiply it so that I can undo them. But if I divide this side, or multiply, excuse me, if I multiply this side by 5, I have to multiply the other side by 5. So now I've got my d by itself, 10 times 5 equals 50. Positive times a positive is a positive. Okay, so the only thing I changed now is I was dividing my variable instead of multiplying in order to undo division or to undo a fraction, okay? You can just multiply. So now I'm left with d is 50. Okay, one more example like this. I'll go ahead and split it for us, okay? I've got u divided by 5 plus 3 is 6. Remember, I'll start with this 3 over here. That 5's underneath the u. Leave it alone for now. Let's start with that plus 3. Okay, this 3 is being added, so I've got to subtract it to get rid of it. Cancels. I'm left with u divided by 5. 6 minus 3 is 3. Okay, so remember, this is u divided by 5. So in order to get rid of the 5, in order to cancel it out, I do the opposite of division, which is multiplication. So the u was divided by 5, so I'm going to multiply it so that I can get rid of those. But if I multiplied by 5 on this side, I have to do it on this side. So on the left over here, I'm left with u. Okay? 3 times 5 on this side is 15. So positive 3 times a positive 5 is a positive 15. Same thing here. I can go back and check my answers. Okay, so I can plug in a 15 for the u. So I could have 15 instead of u divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Plus this 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So I'm good. Okay, so the steps still stay the same. You're getting rid of the constant, the thing furthest away from the variable. But if the variable's divided by 5, then you've got to multiply. That's the only difference. Okay, so multiplication is the opposite of division. So the opposite of division is multiplication.